are live in our CTV Morning Live Day Laurier Kitchen with Christine Snow, Foodland Ontario. We're talking springtime, seasonal recipes, things that we could use that are available at this time of year. It's great to see you again, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, well, the thing is, it is spring, but we're still sort of waiting patiently for asparagus and strawberries. So I brought some interesting recipes to use the vegetables and the fruits that are available, first of all year round in Ontario, which is wonderful. And also, maybe we've been using them all winter, but we want some new ideas, some fresh ideas while we're waiting for that really nice spring and summer. Exactly. Spring, yes. So I've got 4 recipes here that are all available at foodland.ca with hundreds of other recipes and things like that. These 3 dishes are side dishes, and then I've got a beautiful dessert right here. So I thought we would start with this, which is a roasted cabbage salad, and it's a sheet pan dish, which I love because it's obviously so simple. It's easy cleanup. You just stick it in and forget about it.
I was about to say mess-free.
I'm sort of obsessed with sheet pan dishes, actually. So we've got half a cabbage chopped coarsely here, and again, this is available all year in Ontario. Same with the red pepper. All year, yes. And all of us are sort of getting a little bit more interested in shopping local.
Definitely.
And yes, it's a bit more important these days to think about these things. Then we've got an Ontario onion. So all of those are just going to mix together. I didn't bring a big enough bowl, as you can see. Good. And 2 cloves of chopped garlic.
Nice.
So once that's all mixed together, we make a tiny little, drizzle here with some olive oil, some apple cider vinegar, and a little bit of hot sauce if you want. You can take it out, but I like it because with the vinegar, it sort of adds a little zing, a little zest.
Zing, kick.
Exactly. So once you've got that all together, we're just going to toss it all here on your sheet pan.
And that's it?
Well, that's it. A little bit of salt and pepper and some oregano, and it's 45 minutes at 400. And the good thing about this dish is, first of all, again, it's a sheet pan dinner, so it's so easy, but it also can be served hot. It can be served cold as a salad, so you can make it the day before or even room temperature. And the sweetness just comes out beautifully when you roast all these veggies. So the cabbage becomes sweet, and then you've got the extra sweetness from the tomatoes and the red pepper.
I feel like with leftovers, you could stuff it in a sandwich or even like a nice rice bowl.
Absolutely. And what I was thinking too is the long weekend's coming up. Your Easter dinner would be great with ham. We might even be lucky enough to have a barbecue. You could have some barbecued sausages with this. I thought that would be really just fun to find a new way to use that winter vegetable.
Definitely.
This one here is a sautéed mushroom dish. It's very simple, but it's kind of sophisticated. It's sautéed with olive oil, garlic, thyme, and rosemary. So I've used a variety of mushrooms here.
I see different
we've got some shiitake mushrooms and some button mushrooms. You can use what you can find, basically, or what you have on hand, but a variety just gives a little bit more complexity to the flavor. And again, I was hoping for barbecue weather this weekend, so I thought maybe if we were going to have a treat like a steak on the barbecue, this would be a nice, sophisticated dish. Yeah.
And vegans and vegetarians love mushrooms these days. They go foraging for them, and they really love it as a meat alternative.
Exactly. And actually, you could turn that into a main. You could just toss that with some hot pasta and cheese, and then you've got a vegetarian main dish right there.
Excellent.
This is parsnip fries.
Yes.
So again, a new way to use them. I'm crossing my fingers for a hamburger on the barbecue, so I thought this would be really nice. You just cut the sort of the core out of the parsnip into fry shape and then saute it, and that's it. You can serve it with a little bit of this beautiful flaky salt and some garlic mayonnaise, and it's just something different. So you're not putting your frozen fries in the oven one more time this year. You're actually going to try and
I love it. We're getting so innovative with our produce this morning. This is awesome.
Yeah, and then the last
dessert.
Thing
Dessert,
right, the best part. And so this is a beautiful thing that you could serve at your Easter brunch, or you could kind of elevate it a bit with some whipped cream and have it as a dessert at dinner, or even just like with coffee, tea.
I would love this with my tea.
And the beautiful thing about this cake is that it's infused with mostly nutmeg. There's a tiny bit of cinnamon in there, but the nutmeg really comes through. And then there's a maple syrup glaze, which right now, maple syrup is so beautiful and so fresh.
And so Canadian.
And so Canadian, exactly. And that's what we want to do right now now. We want to focus on using what's available, right?
I love all these
Locally.
recipes.
Yeah. Would you like to try a
I
little
would love
piece?
to try it. You see me salivating. You're like, Steph, it's okay.
Whoops.
We can try it.
Yes, exactly. And you know, the way that I've sort of placed the apples on here too, I'm ruining it now.
No,
but-
it's okay. It's my
but,
fault. I asked you to ruin it on my
There we
behalf.
go. So you try that. I think you'll really love the flavor of the nutmeg.
Do you want to talk about the placing of the apples
Yes.
technique
Oh,
a
yes.
little
Sorry.
bit?
Yes. So I slice them all up, and then you place them in this concentric. Yes.
Don't watch me. Watch Christine.
This sort of concentric arrangement, and it tends to look sort of fancy and festive and beautiful on your Easter table. And when you pour the glaze on, then it gives it that beautiful shine. And maple syrup right now is so, so good and so fresh. And isn't that nutmeg nice?
That is so nice.
Yeah, with a cup of tea in the afternoon. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pass me my peppermint tea right now. This is so delicious.
Exactly. So, you know, look for all these recipes and hundreds more at foodland.ca. And there's nutrition tips, there's storing tips, there's so many good recipes. They're all tested, they're all delicious, and you can just go there for ideas and just kind of, improvise.
At any time if you're at any time of the day. Christine, thank you so much
You're
for
so
joining us.
welcome.
This was awesome. I'm going to chow down a little bit, but before I do, we got to let you know that if you know of a chef or a restaurant, or if you have a food idea, maybe it's a recipe you think we should be featuring, let us know. Auto.morning@ctv.ca. We love to take your ideas for the daily dish.